Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Janabrof is here. Hope you are well and doing great. The video on this topic, Patterns of Evolution, contains instructive and educational content that is both shareable and easy to retain. So let's start. As new species form and adapt to their environment through the process of natural selection, different patterns of evolution may emerge. These may be categorized as under divergent evolution, adaptive radiation, convergent evolution, parallel evolution, and coevolution. Now, let's have a look at the explanation of these topics one by one. Divergent evolution is the most common pattern of the evolution. It occurs when two or more species evolve from a single ancestral species and then become increasingly different over time. It actually forms the basis of phylogenetic branches, whereby one ancestral species gives rise to two distinct lineages of organisms that continue to diverge. Let's have a look on the example of divergent evolution. Monkeys and apes diverge from a common ancestor, as did apes and humans. Divergent evolution may happen as a result of allopatric and sympatric speciation. Now, what is allopatric speciation? Allopatric speciation is the reproductive isolation of a group due to some kind of geographical barrier, while sympatric speciation is the reproductive isolation of a group without some geographical barrier. So what's the reason behind this? The reason of sympatric speciation is the polyploidy, in which the tetraploid individual is produced who is unable to mate. So it creates reproductive isolation. The second pattern of evolution is adaptive radiation. Sometimes, when members of a species move into a new area which is with diverse habitats, single new species gives rise to a variety of forms which occupy different habitats. There are some advantages of adaptive radiation, which are: it enables organisms to exploit a number of ecological niches. It reduces competition. So, more food is available, more space is available, and organisms will produce more offsprings. Darwin's finches is an excellent example of adaptive radiation. Let's discuss the third pattern of evolution, which is convergent evolution. When different ancestors colonize similar habitats, they may independently acquire similar adaptations and resemble one another superficially. This phenomenon is convergent evolution. Let's have a look on the example of convergent evolution. Dolphin, ichthyosaurs, and sharks superficially look similar. Why? Because they are adapted to aquatic lifestyle. But all these are not fishes. Only shark is a fish. And dolphin is a mammal. And ichthyosaur is a reptile. The fourth pattern of evolution is parallel evolution. When two or more distinct lineages evolve along similar lines under the influence of similar environment, then we call it as parallel evolution. To understand it better, let's look at the example. Evolution of marsupials in Australia and evolution of placental mammals in all the continents of the world except Australia. They evolve along similar lines under the influence of similar environment. Australia is an island continent which was separated from other continents of the world about 60 million years ago, and this time period is before the emergence of placental mammals. Placental mammals are not found in Australia. Why? Because there is a barrier and placental mammals can't cross that. And there are no land bridges for them to go to Australia, so they are not found there. The fifth pattern of evolution is co-evolution. The term co-evolution is coined by Paul Ehrlich and Peter Raven in 1964. It is actually a tit-for-tat evolution. When two species evolve in such a way that changes in one species causes reciprocal changes in the other, then we call it as co-evolution. There are a lot of examples of co-evolution. Co-evolution occurs between predator and prey, plant and plant-eating insects, parasites and hosts, pollinators and flowering plants. So, this was all about my presentation. Thanks a lot.